Guys, what's up? What's good? What's happening? It's your boy Daki, spells Drkieee. This Tuesday. I don't know if you guys listened to yesterday evening live news. I kind of told you guys how every day, every day is a different approach, and the fact that you have a new day is a proof that you can make amends for that day. Now, some persons will come and tell you Monday is the first day, and then you must do good so that you don't. I think it came from a principle of like I think it's a scriptural principle that the first day. So that's where the idea of first seed comes from. Yeah. So where you sow your first seed, and then the idea of that is if you drop your first seed, the rest of the 11 month is more like a blessed and love that. But yeah, that's true about that. But then for your activities, probably not true because you might make a mess on the Monday morning, maybe break something or lose money or thereabout. It doesn't mean you break something on Tuesday. It doesn't mean you break on a Wednesday because as a matter of fact Monday is never the first day of the week, Sunday is the first day of the week. So it's just the fact that every day you actually have a opportunity to just wake up again is a privilege that you have to make a new amend. So today is Tuesday. What is that stuff you didn't do properly on Monday? Go out and do it properly again today. Don't give you don't you'll be a lazy person if you tell yourself, I'll do this next week again. You're a lazy person. So make sure that today is Tuesday, do that thing again, try it again. If it doesn't work today, tomorrow is Wednesday, do it again. Before Friday, you actually get it coming from me. I love you guys so much. Anyways, guys, this is welcome you guys to go to live news where I bring you updates concerning music and that's across the country. Straight up today we'll begin with obviously you know this person is your man is our man, is the man of the moment, talking about Davido, amazing guy doing good for himself. So we just the project Timeless 17 track project. For some who don't know, they want to say 17 track is not quite too much and all of that. But then Davido has been dropping 17 track projects ever since. So it's more like status quo, and then he continued on this one. Over them, Phil in the Garden, Godfather, Unavailable, Bob, It Pain Me Away, Precision, Can't Tell Money, You Juju, No Competition, Picasso for the Road, Lawn, and then Champion Sound. For me at the moment, Away is that song that it is working for me. Trust me, so it's more like every day there's a different song vibing in your head, and it just shows how quality this album has proven himself to be. We saw the video coming out to say we are 1 week out from our time together. Have you gotten your ticket yet? We have Namoni, we have Classic, and we have the baddest speeds. 20,000 naira, 50,000 naira, and for the baddest speeds, 100,000 naira. Also, they are exclusive lists for some kind of persons who want to make sure that they are exclusive. So we have 3 million, we have 5 million, and then we have 7 million. So whichever one you want to be, you're going to get. Let's make sure you are there. Regardless, make sure you are there. Before you hear tickets are all sold out, make sure you get one for yourself in case you want to be there. We saw the Davido Timeless album has now been streamed over 90 million times on Boomplay. That's about 90 million play time. Amazing one for him. And it's actually plus at the moment. So it just shows that people are really listening to that one. We saw where it came out for this podcast thingy where he kind of said like a whole lot. And he spoke about how he met Malik Berry, spoke about how he was forced to school, how he did Damduro, how his father actually put him in a space where he was with the VC of the school, and the VC was like his roommate, like up with flatmate thereabouts. And then if you can, I think the way to understand this is just imagine the school you went to and imagine where your VC was staying. For some of us who went to like state federal schools, our VCs were political appointees because they were as it were politicians basically because they were appointed by the governor to be in that position. So they had like escorts, they had like military guys, they had like police guys working behind them and all of that. And just imagine where that kind of person would be staying. And then Davido's father actually said, David, I want you to stay in this same space this person is staying. So you can imagine the luxury David was living in school. Trust me, everybody wants to be that student in Nigeria, trust me. And then we saw where he came out to say, talk about social media, talk about why he didn't drop the video with Nicki Minaj, how the FC guys made him not to drop that video. And also he spoke about how social media has affected like a lot. He said at the point he signed an artist and then funny and then this is like a note to everybody here. Like you see Twitter here, you see Instagram, like it doesn't forget stuff. Just be careful because you have a phone and a keyboard doesn't mean you just keep typing and saying shit and all of that. It's always came out to say, so he signed this guy and then it was all love and life. People were so happy. And then one of the fans brought out the tweet, he tweeted like a while ago and then where he was actually bashing the video, like saying a lot of stuff to the video and then the video said he said like see this Twitter space. Though he didn't drive me well. The guy was saying screw and all of that. But then they asked him, how did you feel? He said It felt like, it's what they said. The guy life was in his hand. It was, yeah, life was in his hand like this, and then it was like, calm down, don't worry about it, and all of that. Like that's how good he is. But at the same time, it was like, can imagine yourself, man. If you just throw it, you get. So it's just a place where just be careful. You can have a phone. You have, for the fact that you have a phone and data and a working keypad doesn't mean like you just have to jump on any trend you see and just keep typing, because um the world is diverse. You cannot tell what tomorrow will look like. So you can just be, you can be an FC person, and then tomorrow a 30 BG guy want to help you, and this fanship thing you work, and then it's saying 30 BG. No. So just be very careful. Be neutral as possible, be liberal as possible, and be fair as possible. Moving on from this one, we saw where he came out again to remind us in Lagos we're up on Sunday. Limited tickets are still available, so get yours before they run out. I want to see you there. Let's make it timeless. So Zubi Michael making sure that he actually had his own comment with 001 and the fire emoji. So people actually preempting kind of person that'll be there. Obviously, we know Mayokun and the likes will be there. Kobana Chief Priest will be there. Hopefully, Zubi Michael should be there. Like you could just do a picture in your head and like, okay, this person will be there, this person will be there. And the question is, would you be there? So if you're thinking of who will be there, make sure you make yourself available also. At the same time, Davido joining the Golden Club with about 300 million streams on Boomplay. Amazing one. Total career streams, amazing one for him. We saw where he came out for a press conference, and so this is like the first of its kind. It has never happened in Nigeria ever. Davido is leading the trail and making sure the first person doing this one. And they had the press conference to the effect. For figure knowledge, it's good to know that the CBS is about 50,000 capacity plus. Now, it's yeah, that capacity came from the amount of seats, yeah. But then, for play like experience where they're all lit and all of that, you actually have more than that, because it's not like in the Western world where you can actually say, okay, here's a 50K capacity, 20K, and then it's accurate. Over here, we probably don't have like those good statistics and everything, but then it can comfortably take about 50,000 capacity. And so maybe they say they're going to do a more restructuring, doing a lot of build up. So it's going to be like, it's not going to be a space you used to know. And if you're not serious before, it's not going to be a space you used to know. They're going to do a lot of build up. And it has assured fans that security is top notch. He said he was at the CP's Commissioner of Police office, and then he assured him that more men will be deployed to this space. And it just, for the fact that you're there, it's going to be fun. There'll be food, there'll be drinks, there'll be games. It started from 2 p.m. till about dawn. So 2 p.m. to 6 is all about meet and greet, meeting people, networking, eating, drinking, having a good time for yourself. And then 6 p.m. the show itself began. Obviously, they have like varieties where if you're an upcoming artist and you think you can sing, you might just find a chance to just share the story with Davido just by filling the link in the bio. So you just go to Davido's store, you see like all of those details there. If you're an artist, you can just get a chance. You might be a lucky person. He spoke about how he signed Logos to the group. They were in the theater, and they were in the studio, and it was the final day of production. And I was like, hey, you, Alpha, and they were like, guy just jumped on the song, and that was how Logos made 30 BG. So the next person can be you. Just make sure you do the right thing. And if you, like I said, if you can sing, not because your family member say you can sing or your pastor you can sing, because you can sing, you just might get there. He also came out to ask questions from media houses, and there were some media houses coming out to ask questions. Somebody asked about the Deluxe project, which he confirmed and said yes, there will be a Deluxe to it. I saw somebody asking him why he didn't. That was like the funniest. Say, looking at all he has passed through, and the sound is, yeah. And then we saw Asa come and say, no, we're not here for that. Just end that question, kill that question, die that question. Because for Davido, we are here for the concert. But as good as Davido will be, answer the question. And then Davido said he's an happy person. If you know him, you know he's an happy person. And whether he's going through bad situation or good situation, he's always an happy person. So he didn't have that part of the song because he's an happy person. He also went further to also speak about, the guy asked him about his relationship with Thames, but and that one will probably get answers to that one. He spoke about his mindset towards shows, and then he said whenever he's going for shows, whether it's a 20, whether it's a 20 people capacity or 100 capacity or 1K or 10K or 1 million capacity, he gives the same energy, because those 10 persons that look small, they all paid to be there, and then 1 million persons also paid to be there. So nobody deserves to get a lesser treatment. Everybody deserves to get an equal treatment on that one. He spoke like a lot, and it was just it's a concert where he just assured all of us that you're going to have maximum fun on that day. This was Davido at the Commissioner of Police office, where we're making sure that security is top notch. At the moment, unavailable video have surpassed 5 million views on YouTube, and then it became the first African album to spend 15 consecutive days at number one on the UK Apple Music album charts. Good big one for Davido. Unavailable, that was about five on YouTube, but at the moment unavailable have passed 6 million plays on Spotify. So if you the way this song is growing is like wildfire, because yesterday was 5 million, today 6 million. Who knows what tomorrow will be? But then, good one for him having 6 million plus on Spotify. We saw you saw Davido receiving a plague alongside CK for for songs like Holy Ground, Fame, and The Best, or and CK got one for Sad Romance, all of that. So for Davido, big one to him on that one. We saw Davido coming out to further confirm that there will be a deluxe. He spoke that they're actually pushing the song at the moment, the project at the moment, pushing like a lot. They are pushing unavailable at the moment, and after unavailable, they go to the next song. So it's more like they are being strategic on this one. They want to be very, very careful. They want to push them song by song. And so when they've exhausted all of this one, then they will now go for the deluxe. So it's probably going to take a while, but obviously the deluxe will come. He also confirmed that he had TC on the deluxe project. In case you know, TC, amazing guy doing good for himself. And then he's saying, I'm having this guy on the project, and it sounds exactly the same way he sounds. Like no auto tune is other amazing, and then he's on the deluxe project, and also some amazing names. And in coming days, we'll probably get full updates about that one. We have Rema as the next guy on the news. So Rema actually amassed himself about 1.7 billion total career stream on Spotify. Moving on, we saw where Calm Down grossed about 400 million plus streams, views on YouTube. Um, Big one, big numbers. Funny how this videos is growing like almost a million plus every day, and then he's doing good for himself. Moving on, we saw Rema Calm Down spending 15 weeks at the top. It became the longest running number one song in the history of the IMI. IMI means Indian music industry. That's a tie for him and a very big one for Rema. For last week, yeah, for the Billboard, Rema is just amazing. It picked on number eight. Number eight, he stayed on number eight, remained number eight. Then the third week, he went to number seven, and people felt like that was like the height. From seven, it's going to be a decline. But then for this week, Rema has picked again on number six. Yes, Rema has picked on number six. We have Last Night on number one, Magawelin. We have Search and Rescue with Drake on number two. We have Flowers number three. We have QB with SZD on number four. Creeping number five. And then Calm Down, Rema and Selena Gomez on number six. Big win for Rema. We saw Rema also for the Billboard spending 33 weeks at the top. Talking about the Billboard Afrobeat chart, and then it extended its record as the longest running number one song in the history of Billboard Afrobeat charts. Moving on, we have Fireboy as the last guy on the news. We saw where Fireboy actually announced his Playboy tour, which actually has come to an amazing end. But then, while it lasted, it was fun. It was all big fun. We saw where he went places like Switzerland, Paris, Netherlands, Denmark, Poland, and some amazing countries you can think of. It was there. He ended at the UK, and it was an amazing one. While it lasted, everybody looked forward for the next one because Fireboy really brought the energy a lot of fans really wanted at the time. We saw Fireboy linking up with Odumodublvck. Funny how Odumo is just becoming that guy people want to talk about, because bro, this guy is fire. And then you see Whiskey that's come to hype Odumodu, Davido is hyping Odumodu, Omale is hyping the Odumodu. Now Odumodu and Fireball are linking up in the studio, and what is cooking now? What people are asking. We saw them. We saw I saw a video where Rema Fireball actually was vibing to the song, and though they were not audios to the video, but obviously him and Odumodu were in the studio, and then he was shaking his head to his song that was released. So is it safe to say Odumodu and Fireball have a collaboration coming? I don't know. I'll let you guys do the thinking on that one. If it can finally drop, how do you think it's going to sound? We have Eskelebe and Fireboy coming through with that. So moving on, so Fireboy working in the studio. For Fireboy, we know that for the year he has not dropped his own personal project. And people asking questions saying, Fireboy, please drop your own personal project. We've seen on features on B.I.D.P, we've seen him in Peruzzi, but then this one, where is your own project? So it's making, and then we've seen Fireboy on a couple of songs and having doing sampling project and all of that. So it may be a conversation of a deluxe for Playboy, or I mean, Fireboy is working on entirely a different new album. Whatever it is, we just wanted to make sure that you're fast about that and give us something to feast on. We saw the LP coming out to say not even a month yet, not in a month yet, over 1 million, over 1 milli, but that's 1 million though on Spotify. Big thank you to everyone streaming and supporting my music. Big thank you to Fireboy. I thank God also, cause I'm the luckiest man on earth. Now, for 1 month, he had about 1 million on Spotify. And you know the way this thing works is this, yeah. And that's why people like LOP, it's really cool that we have actually have to bring them out because they are doing the right thing. Now, Davido is getting 1 million in a day, 1 million in some hours, and then getting 1 million in a month. But the big thing is that whatever it is you're doing, just keep making progress, keep making progress. One day, you'll get to the big top. And JLP is saying he feels like he's the luckiest man on earth to achieve that one, and that's a very big one for him. And we say congratulations to him. Also, Fireboy linking up with Davido. Davido is already preparing for his Lagos concert. It's been going on and on tours, TV interviews, podcasts, name it, whatever it is. It's been on so many interviews, so many platforms. And one of those meetings, yeah, it was with Fireboy. And whenever two artists meet, I always tell you guys, they're not acting movies. So it's more like either having a conversation about how to make Afrobeat go forward or a collaboration within themselves. So Fireboy Odumodu, we know there's a song because we saw them vibe into a song. Maybe it's a Odumo or a Fireboy song, whatever it is, there's a song in that corner. But then Davido and Fireboy, do you think they want to make a project or an album or a single or a duet EP? Whatever it is, let me see your thoughts on that one. But though I do wanted to mention that Davido came out at point to say, for him and 2023, he is not doing any collaboration. Yeah, he said that. But at the same time, he mentioned the Delos project. So is Davido going to have Fireboy on the Delos project? I'll let you guys do the talking on that one. Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of this amazing one. We can't wait to catch you guys on the very next one. Stay safe, guys, and always remember you have to be careful.